Ooh, looks like we have
Hi.
3 viewers this time.
Hi, everybody. So we're here to watch Star Wars The Clone Wars. Very excited about it. We're not going to talk about anything that makes me sad right now. We're just going to watch Clone Wars because how could this bum me out? It's the Clone Wars. Alright, we're going to start it. You guys try to sync up if you want to watch along. And here we go. And there we are. We're talking over the music because it's loud.
Trust placed in another is trust earned.
Trust earned, 12 twist. Okay, there we go. The Techno Union guy.
The Techno Unit will sign your treaty.
At your disposal, Count.
banking clan.
The
will
banking
sign your
clan will
treaty.
sign your treaty. Yeah. Enter the Matrix, Echo. I like that shuttle that the Bad Batch has. It's like Lambda class meets TIE fighter. It's cool. Oh, he's got his armor back.
They have plenty.
Battlefronts.
Well, they made 4 of them.
You could. Yeah, that's like a specialized armor for him. And he's got the skull on the chest. Like the rest of the Bad Batch. Wonder what that will enact. Mace in your face. I love Mace. One of the things, one of the Rise of Skywalker trailers, like showing back all like previously on Star Wars, just a shot of Mace. It was like, I like those separatist ships. I don't remember much of this from the wheel. The reel. Good job, Echo. Yeah. Mace likes it. Obi-Wan likes it.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
Yeah, it's got like the solar panels on the wings. But it kind of has they fold in like the Lambda class. I don't like the Bad Batch themselves. Like, I like how they work together as a unit. The point of these are that they're supposed to have personalities, and they just don't. They have skills. They don't really have personalities. Even the stuff in the background, though, like, you can see the 501st, like, troopers in the background. The backgrounds look better than they did before. Anakin, that's
Mick.
not a personality.
Mick?
It's not even Mick. Mick has a personality. I just don't. He's. Ugh. That's a cartoon character right there. I know it's a cartoon, but that's what I always say. Like when I don't like writing on a cartoon, that's a cartoon character. Like Echo's not a cartoon character. He's a prisoner of war that was augmented to serve the other side. Well, like that's not a cartoon character. That's like a soldier with PTSD. That's relevant. I like that. It's like one of those extended Phantoms. Remember they stole one of those
Yeah.
shuttles to take the Phantom? It's a cartoon character. This is one of the best cartoons ever. Like, I will say that. Animated series, cartoon, whatever you want to call it. This is one of the best of them ever, and it still has those immature moments. Like, it's just unrefined. Like it's uncivilized. I don't really know how to say it. Childish.
Yeah.
And I don't like using that word because children aren't as dumb as that character is. Dumb. I think dumb is the right word. Because, like, Batman, the animated series, that show was never dumb. That show never made me feel dumb.
It's funny because, like, the kids are smarter these days.
Yeah, exactly.
But the
But
media
shows
has
from
been
before,
getting dumber.
Exactly. Love Y Wings. Going for a bombing
I keep
run.
forgetting that they're bombers.
Yeah, no. Y Wings are the workforce of the Rebel fleet. And the Republic fleet, apparently. Trench. Cyborg now.
Well, yeah, because they blew
Cyborg
them up.
Trench, yeah, in the first episode. Remember when they had that stealth ship they never used again? They've even got a special helmet for Echo now, too. I like that. It reminds me
Kind
of
of starts to look like a stormtrooper.
yeah, it's a combination of a Stormtrooper helmet and one of those Macquarie concept art Mandos that we see a few times. They used it for the Mandalorian Super Commandos that worked for the Empire. They ended up using it for that, and Obi-Wan wears it a few times too. It's hot in here. It's just me. Okay. I really don't remember how this ends in the reel. Like Bad Batch episodes that didn't stand out to me in the story reels. The fact that they gave him a unique helmet makes me think that this episode's gonna end with him joining the Bad Batch. Because the Bad Batch arc was always 4 episodes. Like I said, I don't remember. That was from the Samurai Jack style one. That line. Remember when he punched those ones? I think that was from that.
Idiots.
Roger. Give him a chance. I love that purple lightsaber. That purple lightsaber is never going to get old for me.
Bad motherfucker.
Is Cody still injured?
I don't know.
They haven't shown him in a while.
Oh, orange shoulder pad?
Mm.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Orange was just Obi-Wan's battalion.
Hmm.
Blue was Anakin's, even though their fighters were red and gold. Like, that's... Is he like a sleeper agent? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Do you?
Master Windu, I know this sounds crazy, but it's about to get a little more crowded where you are. We have our hands full as it is. What is your plan?
I do like the 99. I didn't love that character, but I like that they named Clone Force 99. Because he was like the most effective. 99 was the most effective one. But he didn't really have anything positive about his defects. 99 is the me of the Clone Force battalion.
He even has the hunch.
You bastard.
I know Anakin, we've got the easy part.
I like it when
Those are
he,
Geonosians.
Spider-Man or whatever it is, tarantula. He looks like a tarantula. Jetpacks.
Think about this. Think about this. Tarantula.
They have the same style jetpacks as Trench. Yeah, here. They have the same style jetpacks as the Mandalorians. So, which is weird because
They come from Mandalorians?
that's one of that new canon stuff versus old canon. I guess they must have had the schematics to Jango Fett's jetpack and reverse engineered them or something, but in Mandalorian they made it seem like that jetpack was like crafted by the Mandalorians. Like it was specific, made of Beskar. So it's Mandalorian inspired, but not Mandalorian because it's not Beskar.
That's good news, Master Windu.
Mace is cool. I always liked Mace. You like Mace? I think it's just because it's Sam Jackson that I like Mace and the purple lightsaber. It's just, he was different. But when I look at it, Mace was the problem with the Jedi. Like, he was the hubris. We know better. He didn't trust Anakin until he saw that Sheev was the Emperor, but that he was Darth Sidious. If what you told me is true, then I will trust you. You should have trusted him way before that. Then why have you been doing that? That was from the reel, because I remember being annoyed by it.
Just got a new order from Trench. He's initiated a countdown. There's a bomb
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, countdown.
big enough to destroy most of the Nexus. Can you stop it? Well, I can try. General, where you going?
I think the way copyright works is you can do 30 seconds.
I was
Like at a
told
time?
15.
Yeah, something like that. That's why I keep flicking it on or
Yeah.
off. The skirts on yours might not be as good. They might just be more like straight, a bunch of straight ones, kind of like a samurai armor. I just saw the skirts. That made me think of that. I'm making Mandalorian
Big,
armor. If you want to cut them, more power to you, because I'm not good at that. That's why I was gonna more do just like straight, a bunch of straight ones.
Well, if you get me the,
Ooh, I like that.
what?
The reactor, the way it looks is Death Star 2. I grew up with that reactor because the Rogue Squadron game, your Wedge or Lando, whichever one you want to be, you fly into the Death Star superstructure, and you have to blow the main reactor just like they did. That looks like the Death Star 2 when they're inside it, when Lando and Wedge fly inside it in Return of the Jedi. Yeah! I'm already on my way
Well,
out.
that looks like a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of course, it's easy to find.
Looks like there's ray shields on the explosive parts. Ray shields on all of it, okay. Ray shields. Ray shields were more like the white lines, though, either way, though. Ah, I love how they have the analog stereo thing. The sound controller. That's what that is. They use those in the movies, so they use them in the animation. They could have made that look however they wanted to, but they took after the original trilogy of how they just used soundboards and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like that's a sound mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like stuff like that. It's like the ice cream maker in Mandalorian. They could have used anything, but they still used the ice cream maker. Same with that, the Gillette razor.
We can't get to the last number in the sequence. Sorry, General. This all left without us.
Don't worry about me, Captain. Just get your men out of there.
Yes, sir.
Go, Mace.
Get the helmet.
Yeah, it's a cool helmet. I like it.
Oh, he grabbed it.
I want to print that helmet.
grabbed it.
Yeah, no, I really like that helmet. I don't know if I can mesh that together myself, because I have both of the other models, but I hope somebody makes one, because I'm not the best at making helmet models. I'm good at making flat models, and then shaping them. Does he got robot arms too, or is that just armor?
Those are robot arms. The other side is actual arms.
Robot arms with armor on it. Ooh,
We know that look.
yes! I love that look. Every time
You see,
Anakin has that look,
the
I get
rectangles.
excited. That's the look he has when he sees sand. It's in his eyes. Oh, kill him. Yes.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, the
Okay,
commando droids. Get him. He'll kill you. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't mean a damn thing.
No, he does not. Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
I heard something.
Dun, dun. They just played the little end of the Imperial March. Dun, dun, dun. They do that every time Anakin kind of shows
Gets
dark
dark?
side tendencies. I love it. Ugh. Anakin is my favorite character in all of Star Wars. He just is.
Admiral Trent was kind enough to give me the final
He's still gonna kill him though. He's still gonna kill him. You think he's gonna kill him? He's still gonna kill him. You think he's gonna kill him? He's gonna kill him. You think? He's gonna kill him. Stab him.
Bomb has been disarmed.
You both owe me one now.
Aw, you just gave him a reason to. There he goes. Bye bye. Love it when he kills people. Except when they're children. I love every time until Revenge of the Sith that he kills people, and every time after Revenge of the Sith that he kills people. And a little during, because when he decapitates Dooku, I love that. I love it when he decapitates Dooku. If there was a drop of blood in Revenge of the Sith, it would have been rated R because of the decapitation scene. Because they show his head roll onto the ground. And they show Anakin caught on fire. So if there was a drop of blood in that movie, would have been R. It was the first PG-13 Star Wars movie. Sorry guys, I just love Anakin.
Hulk.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Would you like this guy better if he didn't talk?
Yes. It's the talking that bothers me. If he was just quiet and did this, I'd love that so much more. It would be like, ooh, silent but deadly. Yeah, yeah. Not the face. Hey, hit the nose. Sticky.
That's a... Oh no.
Sticky. Roger, Roger. Sticky.
Roger.
Roger, Roger. You can do the Roger, Roger voice.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Oh, nice. So they're kind of like these little stick-on mirrors. Do you think a mirror deflects a blaster bolt or a laser blast?
Yeah, he just did that.
Yeah. But what I'm
literally
saying is,
just
are they
did
like
that.
electro mirrors or are they just regular mirrors that he's sticking onto everything?
I don't know.
It's like Superman shaving with the laser. First off, that would just burn the hair follicles and they wouldn't grow back, so we'd only have to do that once. But does it do that? Like, does it reflect? I'm curious. Because if it does, why wouldn't they just have mirror-plated armor? Like, why don't they all just have mirror-plated armor if they have this technology? That's so cool. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Because
love
glass
that.
cracks really easily.
Yeah, but...
That's why they don't use the
well,
mirror
that's why I said
armor.
plated. Mirror-plated. You still have your Durasteel or Plastoid or whatever fictional metal you want. Stormtroopers are usually
Yeah, but a
Plastoid.
good mirror breaks.
Good mirror breaks, yeah, that is
Meaning
true.
that they'd have to keep replacing it
But that's why
over
I said
and over
plated.
again.
That just means it's a reflective surface. What's under it is... They would have to replace it, you're right. But it would reflect. I do like the Deadshot Trooper helmet. That's kind of cool with the eye open.
Oh, he gets to blow it up.
This is the happiest day of my life. That's what he said. That's a bigger ship than Grievous had, than the Malevolence.
No, Malevolence is fucking huge.
No, but that looked bigger. That had, like, more engines to it, it seemed. No. I love Echo with the holes. It's very Matrixy. That's clearly what they were trying to do.
Republic shipyards will soon be up and running again.
Nice.
You've got some medals coming your way. Thank you, General.
You're one of them now.
Not really our thing. Echo. It's...
Yeah, we're just in it for the thrill. Go.
You sure it's your thing?
I don't think it is anymore.
What do you mean? Your path is different. Like ours.
Do they have the chips?
You don't fit in with them. Well,
Yeah.
And did they take the chips out of Echo when the Techno Union had them?
Probably not.
No, probably. Because the Techno Union didn't know about that. They would have augmented every cybernetic implant that he had.
that's where you feel
I mean, strategically speaking. To augment him like that, you would have had to scan him several times, which means they would have found the chip.
And like the
But that
chip
could be
was
a plot
more. The chip was more organic
Yeah,
than anything else.
it was organic, but it was still techno-organic. That's the whole point of the techno. I knew he was going to do that.
No, I just find it kind of funny with just being a little spike thing.
That's cool. I like that. I really like that. Alright, so
So now you like these episodes?
here's what I'll say. I like it as a cohesive arc. Like, I wish those 4 episodes were one
released as
episode.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they were released as one episode, just... That's what I wanted when I saw that they were doing the Bad Batch, because we're getting 10 episodes. I think that's the number they gave us, was 10. There's 6 left, and 4 of them you're essentially using stuff that we already saw. You didn't see it. I saw it. I intentionally didn't show
Because you
this
knew that it was coming.
because I knew it was coming. I might show you the story reels now, though, because there are some differences. This episode, I think... I don't remember it too well, but there's a lot of differences in it. I think the way that Anakin kills or interrogates Trench, and the way that they when he's like hacking in like R2, that's the same. Like the plot is the same. It's more just interactions that are a little different. And I don't remember Echo joining the Bad Batch at the end. What best part of this arc, because I assume this brings it to a close, this arc, but maybe we'll see the Bad Batch later, because they're clearly changing things. So maybe we'll see Bad Batch on Mandalore at some point. Because that's where, we know that. We know it all ends on Mandalore, and that we're probably going to see Order 66 on Mandalore, just because that's in the Ahsoka book. I didn't read the entire Ahsoka book. I kind of like fell off of it, because those books are kind of boring. Sorry. Anybody that likes them, sorry. It's just...
I didn't read it.
They wouldn't make good movies because they're just really slow, and they don't really have climactic moments. But the best part of the Ahsoka book for me, and really why I picked it up, was because I wanted to know what happened in those forgotten Clone Wars scripts of her fighting Maul, of her going into the Coruscant underworld. So a lot of that, we know the details about, like, what happened, like, vaguely, Like, we know that Ahsoka and Maul fight on Mandalore, and then Order 66 happens, and that her and Rex escape. And then somehow Maul also escapes, but we don't really know what happens other than that. They're vague enough about it that, and this is what I keep saying, the books are canon until they're not. Yeah, until they're not. Because, like, there's a comic book where Cassian and K2SO, like, that meeting takes place not too long before Rogue One. And the Cassian series is supposed to take place longer before that, and it has K2 on it. And it's not a good comic book. It's just not a good meeting of those characters, so, yeah, retcon that. What I always wanted with that is I always kind of wanted almost a John Connor Terminator relationship, where he says he's been in this fight since he was 6 years old. What I want to see is, like, an orphan from the Clone Wars, the start of the Empire, and then he finds this droid, reprograms him, and then that's kind of his Terminator. Like a John Connor type. Like, I want to see flashbacks of that. I want K2 to have been there since he was young, because the way that the way Diego Luna reacts when he dies, he's not reacting to somebody who just got a new toy a few weeks ago. He's reacting to somebody who's losing, like,
A dog?
their closest family member. But, like, the closest thing that they had to family since they were a kid. So I'm okay with them retconning things, and I'm even okay with that to the extent of, if you wanted to retcon Rebels, if you wanted to retcon some of Rebels, like the Darth Maul stuff, I'd be fine with that. The stuff I want to keep from Rebels is more, Kanan, Ahsoka, what they did.
And Sabine having
Yeah.
a lightsaber?
Yeah, more what Sabine having a lightsaber. Yeah, Sabine. That's one of those things I keep saying. Juan Carlos said that there's epic lightsaber battles in season 2 of Mandalorian. I think that means that we're gonna see more than one person with a lightsaber. Juan Carlo has the dark saber. Sabine is a Mandalorian who is in possession of a green lightsaber, Ezra's lightsaber.
And has motivation to go after
reclaim the dark saber. Yeah.
saber.
She wasn't ready for it before, but she
Bo-Katan.
is now. Bo-Katan's dead. I am
No,
certain.
because they
yeah,
killed.
it hasn't
they
been
probably
yeah.
killed Bo-Katan.
It hasn't been
So that
confirmed
would
yet.
be motivation for her to go
Exactly.
and kill Gideon.
I think Bo-Katan is dead. Kill Juan Carlo, Moff Gideon. Yeah. But back to Clone Wars. I liked this arc overall. I don't like him as individual episodes, especially like last week's episode that was just like 16 minutes of action and not a lot of character development. But I like it as a coherent arc. I could have done without episode 1, to be honest. Episode 1 is a little too fillery, and it's the first episode. You could have just said, we have a distress beacon, almost like Rise of Skywalker does. They don't show you how they get the message from Palpatine in the Fortnite game. Like, they don't show you that in the movie, but they say it in the crawl. So you could have had Wolf Yularen doing the episode debrief at the beginning, just saying, a mysterious
Episode
message has
briefing.
been received from Echo. Yeah.
Debrief is after
Yeah.
the fact.
So, yeah, whatever. He's just, yeah. It's Wolf Yularen's voice telling you what's going on in the Clone Wars. And that could have just been the first one instead of doing that whole first episode, because that first episode I felt was, out of all of them, that had the least amount of differences and the least to contribute. That's why I would have liked it better if they had just done 1-hour episodes, had this arc be like 50 minutes or 40 minutes, and then had the next arc, instead of just having 4 episodes of this arc, have 1 hour-long episode of this arc, and then 1 hour-long episode of the Crystal Crisis arc. Because the Crystal arc, I think that plays a lot more into what they're doing with canon now, as far as the Death Star goes and the Kyber crystals. So I think out of those 2 arcs, I would have preferred that, but we may see more of the Bad Batch later. I don't know what they have planned for Mandalore. Maybe they show up on Mandalore. Do they have chips in their head? Does Echo have a chip in his head? So we may see them later. We may not. They're on the poster for the season. This could be all we ever see of them. I hope not, just because I hope there's a reason that they chose this arc instead of the Crystal arc. Because this arc seemed more to play into the Clone Wars, where the Crystal arc seemed more to play into the overall Star Wars narrative, the overall Star Wars canon. You gotta. What do you think? Did you like this arc? Did you like the Bad Batch? I'll get to that in a minute. Din 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 din. Whatever.
I'd heard about that Bad Batch
Yeah.
before, but like, I'd never seen them. So it was good to finally see the Bad Batch and like what they were.
Like what it was.
I honestly thought there were more people in the Bad Batch.
No, it's like this special teams, like this special forces Suicide Squad type unit, but I wish there was more personality to them. Like that's the thing I was saying during the episode. Like Wrecker's the one that has the most personality of all of them, and his personality is a cartoon character. And I know that's a little unfair to say because yes, it is a cartoon, but it's just you're better than that. You don't have to have that. Kids are still gonna like the show if you don't have that. So I just wish they respected the audience a little bit more. But again, that was in the reel. Wrecker was always that way. That's not something new for this, for Disney Plus in particular. The stuff that was new was the Anakin Padme stuff in episode 2. That was brilliant. That was perfect.
I think that was 3.
No, that was episode 2. Episode 3 was the really short one. Episode 2 was good though because that wasn't kid stuff, and that when I saw that in the trailer, like I kind of cringed. Like, oh, well, what's Padme gonna add to the story? I was wrong because that little conversation that they had there added so much to what I already like always had said about Obi-Wan and about Rex was the most surprising thing. The fact that Rex knew and that Rex like supported Anakin and just did whatever Anakin told him to do. Like he was looking out for his bro there. Like that was bro code type stuff. Like don't rat out to Dad Obi-Wan what's going on here.
He knows.
Yeah, but and then the fact that Obi-Wan not just kind of had an idea. Obi-Wan flat out knows and is just in denial because he doesn't want Anakin to get expelled. So because he doesn't even hesitate in episode 3. He's like, Anakin is the father, isn't he? But
Anakin's the father.
It's not like a shock, like right there, like, oh my God, Anakin's the father. He's like, it's like the last thing he says before he. Anakin is the father, isn't he? I'm so sorry. All right, well, guys, I should probably answer my phone and see what's up. Great having anybody here that watched this, and we'll see you next time. Devin, you got anything to say for the folks other than the fact that we'll be on TMG After Dark tomorrow night, Saturday night?
That's tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess it's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Oh, no.
Okay. Bye!